Hey everyone, welcome back to a Warlock Sanctum interviews. Today we got Anne's Adventures. Anne, why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Okay, yes. I am Anne, obviously. I am a professional game master. I've been doing it for about a year and a half now. Um, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, that's my introduction. Yep, awkward. Sink
no
away.
problem. No problem. Oh, so my usual question is how long you been paid GMing, but apparently a year. How long you been
Paid
doing,
DMing a year and a half, yeah.
yeah, how long you been doing GMing in general?
I actually started in like late 2018. I started actually GMing early 2019, so like only about 3 or 4 years. I can do math. 3 years. Yep. Only about 3 years, which I know is a little on the short side compared to a lot of the other people who are professional game masters.
Well, I guess it all depends how fast you pick it up and as long as people are happy. Um, so
Yeah.
yeah, when running a game, what do you figure your two biggest strengths are?
So something I really like to do is I really like to like lean into a player's chaos. Uh like I really enjoy like thinking on my feet and improving and just being a more reactive style GM than a planned ahead GM because like you're never going to plan for everything your players are going to do, but you can like kind of get in the head of your NPCs and figure out how they would react to things. That's probably one of my bigger strengths. My other thing is a I also accept critiques a lot. Um, some people don't like to get critiques or suggestions on how to improve. Uh, I really enjoy getting critiques and suggestions on how to improve all the time. So I think that's a definite strength.
Oh, 100%. Learning where you fall short is the best way to kind of like build up and round out your style. Critiques are
Mm-hmm.
incredibly important in doing this.
Yes,
All right,
they are.
on to our next question. What are your two favorite systems to run?
So I am newer to tabletop RPGs, but my favorite. So I don't have a lot that I have learned yet. So like Dungeons and Dragons Fifth Edition, which is just a classic. Um, but then also at Free RPG Day at local friendly game store, I got a one sheet adventure called A Familiar Problem. This was actually run by the Critical Rolecast at one point. Marisha Ray ran it. And it's just an adorable one page RPG and just a bunch of little familiars, and you're going off on a little adventure. Super simple, super easy, and absolutely adorable.
Interesting. Familiar's always quite a bit of fun. Is it like set in the
Yeah.
D&D setting?
Uh, it can be set in any setting.
Hmm. Okay. Building on that, since we don't get a whole lot of 5e players, what setting in 5e do you enjoy doing most?
So I usually am running Forgotten Realms because that's like the classic one. Most of the modules are written in it.
Hmm.
Um, I do have one of the Strixhaven ones I'm running right now, the latest Strixhaven one. I'm very excited to be running the Spelljammer one that's about to come out, which kind of is Forgotten Realms, but also kind of all the other ones because it's got like some multiverse thing going on. Very excited to see how that all works. But usually I run
Neat.
Forgotten Realms.
Okay, so from the sounds of it, are you mainly running modules or
Yeah,
any of
I
your own
mostly run
content?
modules. I do have some of my own content. I like to do fun little one shots here and there. I've got a bunch of little pirate one shots I've run a bunch of. Um, got some others, usually varying things. Sometimes it's like, ooh, this is like a really weird thing you can do in D&D. I'm going to make like a one shot to highlight a villain doing this thing. For example, I've got like some little zombie apocalypse one shot, but you can technically do anime objects on corpses.
Yeah.
So like halfway through a battle, people don't expect the zombies to come back as not technically undead. It really confuses clerics, and it's really fun to do in the middle of combat.
Interesting. All right. So I think you're the first person I've interviewed who does a lot of modules. What do you think the appeal to the players are for modules? Because like a lot of them are very successful. A lot of them get a lot of signups for. I'm just curious, what draws people
Yeah.
into those?
Well, the thing with a module is like straight from the get go, you can tell a player what to expect. Like if someone's like, I want like a role play heavy campaign, but I still want to make sure I'm having like a small fight every week. I can look at a module and I can say, this module is going to be great for that. Or I could say, this module is probably not your best bet for something high RP. Try this one instead. So I think it's better if people know what they want. They can shop around and have things a little more accurate than homebrew. Because like homebrew is fantastic. I love homebrew. Uh, but when you join a homebrew game, you don't always know exactly what you're going to get.
Fair. Fair. I run one module in the last 30 years, so I'm not the person to judge on that, but that's interesting. Huh.
Yeah.
Okay. So, our kind of wrap up question before we get into whatever you're up to these days. Uh, a group comes to you, they want to play in an hour, they're up for anything. What do you grab?
Okay. So, right now I'm thinking I probably would want to try and teach them a familiar problem because that one's fun. And even if people don't have much experience, like character creation takes like 5 minutes at most. Or something with some pre-built character sheets, make everyone a kobold or a goblin and just make them a bunch of minions that have to like do the thing for the big boss, whatever that is. And usually more chaotic sized minions to just kind of see what sandboxy chaos they get into.
Nice. Nice. So you had mentioned you're doing Spelljammer in the near future. Is there anything else you want to plug, like including your Spelljammer game? Any kind of pitches you want to throw out there for potential players?
So, unfortunately, my Spelljammer game's already filled up. So,
Oh,
if you wanted
good
to
for
play that
you.
one, unfortunately, that's not a option. I have 3 current openings in 2 different games. I have a Tuesday evening Lost Mines of Phandelver campaign that is almost done. We're going to be doing Dragon of Icefire Peak immediately after that, kind of following that campaign up. Um, that has a very role play heavy group, very fun. Um, and then in my Friday afternoons, 1 to 4 p.m. Central Time, I am running Waterdeep Dungeon of the Mad Mage. That group just finished Dragon Heist and they're moving to Waterdeep Dungeon of the Mad Mage probably mid session this Friday coming up.
Nice. Anything new on the horizon or that
Any
people
new
should look
projects
out
on the
for?
horizon? I don't have any new projects on the horizon that are like kind of big scale. I recently just got to 50 followers on Twitch, so I'm trying to become Twitch affiliate. Hopefully by the end of September, that will be successful. Um, Other than that, I just finished probably my biggest project. I went to Gen Con last weekend, and I ended up running 6 one-shots over 2 days,
Nice.
which was a lot, but it was fun.
Oh, that
So
sounds great.
now I'm kind of in a relax, figure out what my next projects are kind of stage.
Yeah, deep breath and out. All right. Anything else you
Yeah.
want to promote other than games or any projects you're working on? I know you said your Twitch channel, but is there others?
There is nothing I can really think of at the moment.
All right. Any closing words before we say goodbye?
No.
All right. Well, that's been our interview with Anne, everyone. Thank you for coming out. As always, I'll collect the links and put it in the description below. Check out her D&D games, and Strixhaven sounds interesting. I don't know much about it
Strixhaven is
myself.
actually interesting. It's like a magical college. Um, some people are comparing it to Harry Potter, but it doesn't have. I mean, it kind of has Harry Potter vibes, but it's more college vibes than Harry Potter vibes to me.
Brilliant. All right, with that, we will say goodbye. Hope everyone has a great week, and we'll catch you all next time. Bye for now.
See you next